This is the first video edition of the Blog Watch. It is our 33rd edition, and I was really kind of feeling writer's block. I just couldn't come up with the right words to bring to you a really good blog. So I figured I'd pull out the video camera and tell you what I thought of what's been going on lately. As you saw in the credits, we're going to be dealing with a few different topics, and my first is going to be Hulk Hogan talking about a possible return to the ring. Now, I don't feel this is a good idea. I think that Hulk Hogan has had a lot of back surgeries in the last couple of years. I believe it's like 7 or 8, and he's really feeling the pain. He's got to wear a back brace to get around and be mobile, and he really just doesn't look like himself anymore. He looks old. Age is creeping up on Hulk Hogan faster than it ever has, and a return to the ring is only going to do more damage than it's going to do to help. It's not going to help TNA that much to see him in the ring with the Stinger or the Nature Boy Ric Flair or even, God forbid, AJ Styles. He just doesn't have it in him anymore. As a matter of fact, here's a recent picture of what Hulk Hogan looks like. You'll see what I'm talking about. See what I'm saying? He may have made a great return this week, but Hulk Hogan is looking older, feeling older, and definitely can't wrestle anymore. I think a return to the ring by the ending of the year or any time in the near future would be a very bad idea for him. Our next topic of discussion is Christina Cyborg Santos. Now, I've never seen this woman fight, but from what I've read and from what I've seen lately, she is the real deal. She is supposedly, from what I read, been an MMA women's champion for the last 2 years, and nobody wants to fight her. And recently, over the course of the last 4 or 5 days, there have been rumors swirling that the WWE has been involved in contract negotiations with her. Now, she's a great fighter. She has real credibility. Just like MMA made Brock Lesnar credible, or Bobby Lashley, and it might even do so for Batista. She definitely, coming into the WWE, would give the women's division a lot of credibility. Just take a look at her picture. Woman looks ripped. But will she be used in the WWE the right way? If these negotiations are true, will Christina Cyborg Santos really be as big as she was in MMA in the World Wrestling Entertainment? I personally don't think so, and I think it would be a bad move. Our last topic of conversation is going to be about my thoughts on Twitter. Now, I don't have a personal Twitter account. I don't sit there and, I read some of the tweets here and there from the wrestlers and celebrities, but God bless you all who sit there and tweet. It can be fun, when you got a group of friends who are, tweeting back and forth. I guess it could be fun and doing trivia and things like that. But I do think that Twitter in the wrestling business is the worst thing possible. When you look at what happened to Jeremy Borash recently, he wished death upon one of the TNA fans. He said that he wishes that his entire family dies. Now, if this is true, and Mr. Borash did that, it's a pretty ugly thing for a local or, primetime celebrity, a guy who's on Spike TV and TNA and everything like that, to do to a fan who was strictly making a joke about TNA wrestling. He says he was hacked, he claimed he was hacked. I don't think he was hacked. I think that Jeremy Borash finally hit a wall, couldn't take it anymore, couldn't deal with all the fans making fun of his company, and decided to flip out. But it's not just that. You look at someone like Hulk Hogan and Bret the Hitman Hart. They've had a war of words in the last few days over Twitter, and Bret went so far as to call Hulk Hogan a dickhead and talk about the car accident that his son Nick had a while back, in which a young man was comatose and almost died, or I believe he died. I'm not really sure of the entire story or how it ended. But I mean, those are gentlemen in their age. Hulk Hogan is almost 60. Bret Hart is almost 50. And they're sitting there on Twitter like a bunch of children arguing with each other. So, I mean, you think of everybody that the guys on Twitter that have fun with it, like Shawn Michaels and CM Punk. They interact with their fans. Even Kevin Nash does a wonderful job on Twitter. He talks to the fans. He answers questions. I've had great conversations with MVP. Natalia wished my son a happy 11th-year-old birthday. That's fine if you're doing it in a normal way. But when you're going to sit there and have a Twitter battle with another wrestler, or you're going to argue with the fans, or you're going to do something stupid, I think Twitter in the wrestling world is very, very bad. That's going to do it for me. It was a boring, rainy Sunday at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I figured, like I said, I couldn't really type the words that I wanted to say. so might as well do a video blog. So I guess I'll probably do this maybe once a month. And thank you all for joining me. Please leave comments here on the at the bottom of the video. Check out, like I said, my new column. It's called Asking the Same Question but Hoping for a Different Answer. It's on the CF forum. I will post the address for that. And you know, check out the forum if you haven't. If you're just, you know, a Facebook reader who you know, only comes on to look at the blogs, check out the forum. We have some really good writers. Maz is on there. We got Priest, Chris Bear. Al Lyman is a great writer. He's been doing a lot of great things with his series. Plan. Columania is coming up at the ending of the month and into April. Make sure you check that out. And as always, I'm the Watcher, and I will see you later.